Welcome to the Dugout. I'm your host, Joseph Silva. On this week's episode, we recap what was perhaps the greatest home run derby ever. We see if Paul Skeens' Pirates should push for the playoffs. And I try and hold my cool talking about a very disappointing week for my beloved Dodgers. But before we get started, if you're enjoying the content, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to Playbook Sports. With the NFL training camp starting soon, I definitely wouldn't want to miss an episode of The Hot Seat, and they'll help you win the Fantasy Football League regardless. Now, we begin, unfortunately, with last week's Series of the Week, the Philadelphia Phillies against my LA Dodgers, and it was rough. There's no sugarcoating it. The Phillies swept the Dodgers, and in Game 1, Zach Wheeler was strong. He went 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, left the game early with back tightness, and yes, he dominated us with back tightness. The bullpen took it the rest of the way. 4 innings pitched, 4 hits, no earned, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts. Trey Turner just loves playing his former team because in the game he was 3 for 4 with the back-breaking dagger of a grand slam. Bryce Harper's first game back in the IL, he went 0 for 4. As for the Dodgers, Bobby Miller, there's no sugarcoating it. He's been horrendous since his return to the IL. He went 4 innings, gave up 10 hits, 9 earned, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, was optioned to AAA after the start, which really tells you a lot because the Dodgers pitching staff is James Paxton, a bunch of kids, and one guy from high school because we have no pitching anymore. That's how bad Bobby Miller's been since returning to the IL. Kevin Biggio provided the only offense with the solo home run, and the fan base was pissed because he did it when we were down and way out of the game. He just makes us mad. He should not be getting regular playing time, but he does because we don't have anybody at the moment. In Game 2, the Phillies win a close one, 4-3. Christopher Sanchez went 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 earned, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Really just went through this, I don't want to say tough lineup because we don't have anybody anymore, but he went through the lineup with ease. Bullpen carried it the rest of the way, 3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned, 3 strikeouts. Everyone in the Phillies lineup had a hit except Garrett Stubbs. 4 RBIs driven in by 4 different players. Just consistent Philadelphia Phillies baseball. They beat you 1 through 9. It is a tough lineup to get through. Gavin Stone did all he could in his start. He went 4 2/3, 9 hits, 4 earned, no walk, 3 strikeouts. 3 1/3 innings pitched for the bullpen, a hit, no earned, no walks, 3 strikeouts. They tried to keep it close, but the defense in this one was, I don't want to say the worst defense because we played worse defense in Detroit, but my God, was this bad defense. Like, Andy Pages, you are in center field and you lose the fucking ball? Are you serious? Miguel Rojas, come on, you gotta make these plays. Kike, you gotta make these plays in the infield. That's why they won this game, because we couldn't make the outs we were supposed to. But on the bright side, Shohei Ohtani went 2 for 4 with an RBI. Game 3, who the fuck cares? We lost. It was bad. It was brutal. Aaron Nola dominated us. I don't want to talk about the series anymore. The Phillies, yes, it's a beat up and beleaguered Dodgers team, but you still beat them in your house, and that's great news for them because these are the types of series that I was really expecting them to win, and I was one of those that did not believe they were legitimate. But coming and beating the Dodgers like this, yeah, they're legitimate. They're the favorites to win the World Series for a reason. As for the Dodgers, they're not healthy. They're not playing well. They're not hitting well. Their depth is horrendous. We had so much pitching. It's gone now. It's a lot to figure out for this team, and they're treading water. Thank God the NLS is bad because this team should not be anywhere close to a division lead the way they've been playing this past month. But for our second series, we talk about the Royals and the Cardinals. 2-game series that was delayed, forced to be played in a doubleheader. In Game 1, the Royals take that 6-1. Alec Marsh went 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 earned, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. Bullpen cleaned it up from there. 3 hits over 3 innings, 1 earned, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Salvador Perez 2 for 4 with a solo home run and an RBI single. Just great win for the Royals. The pitching we know is good, but the offense finally came out to play and really out-hit the Cardinals. But the Cardinals, Andre Payenta, 6 1/3 innings pitched, 6 hits, 4 earned, no walks, 5 strikeouts. Great depth. Don't really like the 4 earned, but getting 6 out of your starter these days is really about as good as you can get. Bullpen, 2 2/3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 earned, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Just bad from that bullpen. There's no sugarcoating it. You really got to keep it close, keep your team in it, and they just didn't do it. Alec Burleson hit a 2-run home run, and Goldschmidt and Arenado both went deep as well, which is good to see. Burleson was one of those highly touted prospects, finally starting to get hot. Goldschmidt and Arenado have struggled since 2023. This might be a sign of them getting it right. In the finale of the doubleheader, the Royals ended up winning that 8-5. Michael Wacha, 5 innings pitched, 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, a walk, 3 strikeouts, and the bullpen dominant from there. 4 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned, no walk, 4 strikeouts. Overall, again, this Royals pitching phenomenal. Bullpen, great. Wacha didn't have his best stuff, but still gave you 5 innings regardless. Bobby Witt Jr., 2 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. Classic Bobby Witt right there. And then Salvador Perez, MJ Melendez, and Kyle Isabel each homered in the win as well. Great to see that Melendez homered and Isabel homered. Melendez is one of those you were expecting to contribute. Cardinals, it was rough. Gordon Perfecto, 3 1/3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 earned, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Brutal start from him, not what you were expecting at all. And the bullpen somehow was even worse. 5 2/3 innings pitched, 8 hits, 5 earned, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. But if you're looking for a positive, Lars Nootbaar, Japanese legend himself, was 2 for 4, scored 2 runs, hit a solo home run. He's, again, one of those highly touted hitters from 2023. They were expecting to do a lot, and now is finally getting things right here in 2024. But, this is a big statement series for Kansas City because, yes, it's only 2 games, but this is the first time since 2019 that they won 2 games in Busch Stadium, and the Cardinals have been one of those surprise teams in the National League, currently holding on to that second wild card spot. So to go in there and win a series against your cross-state rival, that's very good because the Royals have been struggling mightily for a while now. So this is a series to get them right. The offense looked good. The pitching was good. Overall, steps in the right direction for the Royals, who are 2 games out of the final wild card spot in the American League. But for the Cardinals, yeah, you got contributions from your stars. The lineup was great, but the pitching, especially the bullpen, was really, really bad. And the bullpen is an area of concern for this team because the pitching on the starters' end is fine. Their strategy of just get the old dudes and see if they rebound has actually been working for quite some time now. But you need consistent bullpen arms because you cannot win games if they're just giving up runs like they were in this series. But overall, a fun series, even if it was just over a day. And in the finale, here we have the Yankees and the Orioles, and the Yankees took this one 2-1. In Game 1, a 4-1 win for the Yankees. Garrett Cole dominated, 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, and earned or walked, 7 strikeouts, and the bullpen, fantastic. 3 innings pitched, a hit, no earned, no walks, and a strikeout. And Baltimore was very cautious with Aaron Judge, gave him 2004 prime Barry Bonds treatment because Judge hit a solo home run and then they walked him 4 times. Beautiful for him. Kate Povich was solid, 5 1/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 earned, 5 walks, 6 strikeouts. The Orioles bullpen, again, tried to do as best they can. They went 3 1/3, 2 hits, an earned run, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. But offensively, not a lot of bright spots. Ramon Urias had an RBI triple, and that was about it for Baltimore. Just a bad offensive night all around for them. In Game 2, Yankees took that 6-1. Luis Gil with a great get-right start. He went 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, and earned a walk, 7 strikeouts. The bullpen, 3 innings pitched, 3 hits, no earned, no walks, no strikeouts. They locked it down for the rest of the way. And of course, Aaron Judge doing Aaron Judge things, 2 for 4, a double, solo home run, and a walk. Just a fantastic series for him overall. But Juan Soto did not want to be one up as he was 2 for 5 with a double and a solo home run as well. Austin Wells with a back-breaking 3-run home run late to really seal the deal for the Yankees. For the Orioles, Grayson Rodriguez, not great in this start. 5 innings pitched, 8 hits, 6 earned, a walk, 7 strikeouts. Bullpen was able to lock it down, but by that point the game was out of reach. They went 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Colton Cowser again, and a weak night offensively for Baltimore. He went 2 for 4. Great to see him contributing as well. And in the finale, this was the best game of the series. Orioles walk it off 6-5. Or walk it off, we'll get to that later. But Dean Kramer did not have it. 4 2/3. innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 earned, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. The bullpen went the rest of the way. We're not great either. 4 in the 3rd innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 earned, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, with Craig Kimbrell being the main culprit here. As in the 9th, he went an inning pitched, 2 walks, a hit, on a 3-run home run given up to Ben Rice. But Gunnar Henderson, he was 1 for 5, 2-run home run. Nice to see him doing something in this series. But the man himself, Cedric Mullins, with a pinch hit walk-off 2-run double. I am not counting that as a double, because if you watch this game, Verdugo took a bad route and then fell down to give them the win. Just bad defense from the Yankees in the bottom of the 9th. Between Volpe's misplay at short and whatever the hell Verdugo was doing in left, it was enough to get Baltimore the win. And speaking of the Yankees, Carlos Rodon did not have it. He went 4 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 earned, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. Bullpen was great though, 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. Unfortunately, did give up the walk-off. Trent Grisham though had a fantastic game, 3 for 3 with 2 runs scored, a home run, 2 RBIs and a walk. Great to see from the Yankees center fielder. Overall, the series was very close. It could have gone either way, but it's nice to see the Yankees still competing and really giving Baltimore a run for their money. This is going to be a fun division to watch down the stretch. So you have to see what they do in these series, because this is really what is going to decide the AL East. Judge was hitting well. Soto was hitting well. Ben Rice came up with a big home run, and Grisham came up clutch as well. The pitching was good, not great. Baltimore, you got to get contributions. A lot of your players had hits, but they didn't have big hits in big moments, which is a little uncharacteristic for this offense. So it's a little bit concerning, but I'm not worried overall. It's still a fantastic team. I am still very high on this Baltimore team. Just the pitching has to get better from your starters, because you can't win with no one going into the 6th, unfortunately. Now, for our next buy or sell, Paul Skeens and the Pittsburgh Pirates have been red hot. They currently sit 1 game out of the final National League wildcard spot. So the question is, do they buy or do they sell? Well, looking at that rotation, you have the aforementioned Paul Skeens. He carries a 1.93 ERA plus 11.8 Ks per 9. He's the best pitcher in the league, quite simply. You don't need an ace on this staff. Mitch Keller, 1.20 ERA plus 8.2 Ks per 9, a great number 2. Jared Jones on the IL at the moment, but he's rocking a 1.15 ERA plus with 9.7 Ks per 9. Bailey Falter also on the injured list, perfectly league average 100 ERA plus 6.1 Ks per 9. And Martin Perez has been disappointing in this season in Pittsburgh, 79 ERA plus with an even 7 strikeouts per 9. Their closer is David Bednar with a below average 90 ERA plus, and notable arms in that bullpen are Aroldis Chapman with a perfectly league average 100 ERA plus, and the fantastic Colin Holderman with a 2.13 ERA plus. Pitching, the bullpen is rough, and you're waiting for some guys to come back, but that's been the strength of this Pirates team this season. You don't really need to touch something, maybe get a new closer, but Bednar has been fine. I'm sure he'll figure it out. On the hitting side, this is where it gets rough. Catcher is a split right now between Yasmani Grandal and his 44 OPS plus, and Joey Bart and his 117 OPS plus. Really shouldn't be a split. Bart should be starting for this team. Rowdy Tellez, just a tick under league average with the 99 ERA OPS plus, man's first. At second base is Nick Gonzalez with his 105 ERA OPS plus. Ke'Bryan Hayes, great defensively, bad offensively at the hot corner, 67 ERA plus, or OPS plus for him. At shortstop, O'Neal Cruz has not hit that ceiling, but good defense, 110 OPS plus, great speed, always plays. The outfield, Brian Reynolds, great left fielder, 133 OPS plus, but the rest of that outfield is rough. Michael A. Taylor, 52 OPS plus in center. Jack Sawinski, 71 OPS plus in right. Very rough spot for the team. And your DH is the legend of Pirates baseball himself, Andrew McCutchen, 101 OPS plus, perfectly fine, perfectly average DH. And just looking at the farm system, their top prospects are Bubba Chandler, a right-handed pitcher, Tamar Johnson, a middle infielder, Anthony Solamento, left-handed pitcher, Thomas Harrington, right-handed pitcher, Braxton Ashcraft, right-handed pitcher, Mitch Jebb, a shortstop, Sung Chi Chen, a shortstop, Jack Baronigan, shortstop, third baseman, Mike Burrows, a pitcher, and Lonnie White, an outfielder. So, as you can see, they're very middle infielder heavy, particularly at shortstop, and they're particularly pitching heavy. They don't have a first baseman, they don't have a catcher, they don't have that much outfield depth in the top 10. And their trade chips are David Bednar, Chapman, McCutchen, and Perez. So, you're one game out, you don't really know what you have with Paul Skeens health-wise going forward. You're being very careful with him, but as seen with Spencer Strider, one thing goes wrong and your man is down. So what do you do here? I think you gotta sell. Skeens has been electric, and at some point I think the Pirates are going to be shutting him down. Jones will probably be getting shut down as well. Keller will finish out the season. But they have too much to buy right now, unfortunately. Like, they need offense in the worst way possible, and everyone's going to be going after offense, particularly outfield bats, and I don't think you could put together a package to try and get a Taylor Ward, a Luis Robert, without really decimating your farm system, and particularly that pitching depth. You know, you got to trade Bednar. He's got 2 years left before free agency. You can get a good value out of him, really fill out that corner depth in your prospects. And then too, you know, Chapman, you can get something for. The Royals chipped to Chapman and got one of their aces, so you never know with prospects. McCutchen, it'll hurt, but I'm sure a contender will buy him as a depth piece. Martin Perez is probably a buy low starter candidate anyways. Really just build this team forward, build up the farm system, and who knows, maybe the Orioles or whoever is favored to get Robert doesn't get him at this deadline. All of a sudden, you know, you have a great pitching staff, you have a deep farm now, and then you can go get Robert in the winter. You know, it's been fun. I love this team a lot, but you cannot, under any circumstances, push too early. You have a career with Paul Skeens ahead. Let's not ruin it by making one playoff run right now. Sell. And finally, we're going to talk about the All-Star game, particularly the Home Run Derby. The new format has been very polarizing. Some love it, some hate it. Some want to go back to the 10 outs format. Don't go back to the 10 outs format. I've watched that for years. It is the worst format by far. You're just watching guys taking pitches all day long looking for the best one. I don't want to watch the walk derby. Thank you very much. But, you know, overall, it was tight. It was tense the whole time. The winner, Teoscar Hernandez, got in by the skin of his teeth. One home run above Adolis Garcia for that fourth and final spot. Went to the swing off with Alec Boehm. And then in the finale, you know, he could only watch as Bobby Witt Jr. got closer and closer and closer to the 15 he had. And then that last one gave everybody a thrill they'll never forget, as Bobby Witt just missed the game time one, and Teoscar Hernandez wins the first home run derby for the Los Angeles Dodgers. But, you know, in terms of the new format, I like it because it's kind of a mix of both. You know, you have the time, but then, you know, you also have the outs format. And a lot of players, you know, didn't take advantage or really understand that format. They were just swinging. And you see the ones that were patient, waiting for their pitch, they're the ones who went the furthest in this format. Love the home run derby. Definitely check it out. I don't know if it's going to be better than this year's, unfortunately. And tonight is, of course, the All-Star game with the aforementioned Paul Skeens getting the start for the National League. And in the American League, I thought it was going to be Tariq Skubal. He's been the best pitcher in the AL, in my opinion, but Corbin Burns will get the ball. Not a bad choice either. The All-Star game is the best one because, you know, they're not goofing around. They're playing. They're actually playing. It's not the NBA one where you're just, you know, hitting windmills, pulling up from fucking half court to shoot like Steph. No, you got to go out and compete. Each pitcher gets an inning. You get to see the best of everybody. Everyone gets a chance to play. It's great. Check it out tonight. You're going to have a lot of fun. And we wait for the season to pick up on Friday. But let me know, should the Pirates buy or sell? Is the MLB All-Star Game truly the best in the league? And who should I cover next in the buy-sell series? Let me know in the comments down below. And always, as always on the way out, don't forget, play ball.